So bamboo rods have been used for over 100 years and they're still used today. And even though there have been major advancements in technology with fiberglass rods and graphite rods, these bamboo rods are still used. And so my essential question is, why are they still used today, even though there have been so many advancements in technology? So first, an overview of just a flat rod. There are three major characteristics of a flat rod: the weight, action, and length. And so the weight basically means what weight line the fly rod is designed to cast, and a lighter weight line means that it's going to be a smaller rod, and you're going to be fishing for smaller fish. And a larger weight means you're going to have a larger rod and you're going to be fishing for larger fish. The action is basically the flexibility of the rod. And there are three main types of actions or flexes: fast action, medium action, and slow action. And fast action means that the rod's going to have a tip flex. And it's going to make it so you can do shorter, quicker casts, and it's for like a more advanced angler. Medium action is a mid flex, so the rod's going to flex a lot more than the fast action, and that's for a more beginner angler. It's easier to cast with, and slow action means that the rod has a lot of flex. It's they call it full flex. So that is also good for beginners. And the length of the fly rod is really dependent on the angler. If they want to fish like a small stream for smaller fish, they'll probably have a shorter rod. Or if they're in like a big open area with no surroundings around them, they'll choose a larger rod so they can cast further. So there are three major materials used for fly rods: graphite, fiberglass, and bamboo. I'll be focusing on the bamboo. I won't really talk about those as much. So bamboo rods began being produced shortly after the Civil War. At first, Calcutta cane was used, and it was a strong alternative to the woods they were using before. It was flexible, really strong, and worked a lot better. At first, to join the pieces, they used joints and splices, and the joints were easy to take apart and put together, but didn't hold well. And the splices held well, but were hard to take apart and put together, so they really needed something else. So then Orvis came up with that suction joint, which is what they use today. And it's just a basic ferrule, and when you put it together, it's stuck nicely. You can hear it, the suction, when you take it apart. So throughout the 1900s, split cane methods were perfected, but they were still using Calcutta cane. And then in the 20th century, in like the late 20th century, or early 20th century, they discovered Tonkin cane, which was a much stronger, lighter, more flexible species of bamboo. And so they started using this, and from this, fly fishing really took off. They started false casting, which is where you could just cast the line in the air for a while. And the building throughout the 20s and the 50s really took off. They perfected everything, and the methods used throughout the 20s and 50s are basically still used today. And then in the 50s, President Truman set an embargo on all the goods coming from China, so they could no longer get the Tonkin cane from China, and they had to come up with other materials to build fly rods because they could no longer really build them from bamboo. So that's when fiberglass got invented. But even after the embargo, bamboo rods still were built. Once they could get Tonkin cane again, they were still built. And that's a testament to the material that they make such good fly rods the material makes such good flat rods that even after they made new, better rods, they still wanted bamboo rods. And so the building process also has a lot to do with why they're still used today. A lot of time and effort goes into building these rods, and so I'd like to show you this video.
Living above his shop on the sleepy street in Lyons, after making handmade bamboo fishing rods.
You know, started off like anybody else, a kid with a bobber and a worm fishing for catfish, bluegill, sunfish, whatever, and it progressed into fly fishing.
Each rod is unique and tailored to the client's individual needs.
This is a plastic world, and it's throwaway, and I want to build something that will last somebody and not be a depreciating asset. I would much rather have something that in years down the road they can actually sell for more than what they bought it for, and they enjoyed it and they took it out, had fun with it, you know, gave them memories that they'll never forget. Very few master craftsmen that really get rich at what they do. We make a living, we stay warm, dry, and fed, but we don't get rich.
With an apprentice, it takes between 40 and 60 hours to complete a Michael Clark rod. There is such a demand, the waiting list is currently 5 years. Clark says his rods are meant to be fished and not hung on a wall. Suzanne Chandler, News Team Boulder.
That's all.